2021 was a year of twists and turns for India's political landscape. From electoral battleground to choking atmosphere and protests that forced government to back off. We take a look at this year's top political developments. At number 9, blame game between Delhi and centre over choking pollution in the national capital. Unchecked vehicular pollution and stubble burning led to Delhi resembling a gas chamber. Delhi residents were gasping for fresh air while a blame game was unfolding in the Supreme Court. No one took responsibility and the smoke-infused politicking was hollowing out Delhiites' lungs and eyes. At number 8, the year started with Trivendra Singh Rawat as the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. By the end of first quarter, Tirath Singh Rawat was in the hot seat. The man was suffering from foot-in-the-mouth disease. From his criticism of ripped jeans to FOPA claiming America ruled India for 200 years. Not to forget his mishandling of Kumbh Mela that became a COVID super spreader. BJP hit the panic button and replaced Tirath with Pushkar Dhami, third Chief Minister in a year in the poll-bound state. At number 7, and good news for the BJP in the crucial northeast state of Assam. For the very first time in the state, a non-Congress government returned to power. BJP was successful in creating polarization over religious identity post-CAA era. Crucially, Chief Minister Sonowal was willing to work with Biswa Sarma, who eventually became his successor. A team effort that is a template for poll Chanakyas across the country. At number 6, a strongman culture is discouraged in a centralized BJP. Yediyurappa was an exception. Delhi hardly could call a shot when he was ruling the Bengaluru citadel. Months of rumour-mongering and public bickering by Yediyurappa's opponents led to immense pressure on central leadership. Yediyurappa was called to Delhi and the Riot Act was read out to him. Cornered and running on fumes, Yediyurappa finally gave up the crown. At number 5, Kerala's electorate has maintained a revolving door policy for the government. The tradition that started in the 70s was finally broken by Pinarayi Vijayan, who clinched an unprecedented second term. His welfare policies, handling of multiple natural disasters and taking on the centre on key issues impressed the voters. In a party that discourages superstars, Vijayan is a towering personality. At number 4, he lived in his father's shadow for a long time. Just like the Britain's eternal prince, he was DMK's youth chief. When a common man usually retires, Stalin finally stepped out of the shadows into the bright lights of electoral politics. He took on the combined might of AIADMK and BJP to grab the top post in Tamil Nadu. Stalin put in the hard yards and richly deserved the victory spoils. At number 3, the battle of two SARDARS that sing the Congress. Unheard of political one-upmanship in Punjab forced a sitting Chief Minister Narendra Singh to resign and quit the party. Aggressor and the maverick politician Navjot Singh Sidhu emerged the victor, but it was a public humiliation for the grand old party. The internal civil war could cost them next year's assembly elections. At number 2, a bitter political fight that became personal and violent. Battleground Bengal was an all-in affair. No inch spared, no dirty tactics left out. Winner takes all fever spread evenly among the two poll protagonists. It was Mamata Banerjee's TMC, desperate for a hat-trick against BJP's rampaging election machinery. At the end, DIDI trounced her opponent to emerge as an alternate to the evergreen query. If not Modi, then who? And at number 1, the centerpiece of Narendra Modi's reforms agenda, the Piste resistance of the right-wing ideology. The passage of 3 farm laws in itself was unparalleled in the parliament's history. Battle lines were drawn between protesting farmers and a resolute government. It was all or nothing warfare. No one blinked, but then a stunning address to the nation on Guru Purab, Prime Minister seeking forgiveness and taking back the farm laws.